Welcome back, everyone, to the Arkansas Soybean Promotion Board's Soybean Podcast. We are with John Carlin today, the director of the Arkansas Crop Variety Improvement Program. We're going to be discussing his project called Variety Testing and Screening and Trials.
So the last 2 or 3 years, we've continued to try to make improvements to our program. We've invested in automation, and we can be good stewards of our budget,
Right.
And then we can also ensure that the right variety is in the right plot. So the variety trials acts as a hub for some of the other research projects. So all of the varieties that are entered into our variety trials from the different companies across the country, they come into us, and then we'll pack those varieties and provide them to other PIs. So Dr. Trent Roberts, he runs the soil chloride test and produces that data. Dr. Faskey and Dr. Spurlock, they do the disease trials, and Dr. Norsworthy runs the metrobuzin screening. So those varieties will come in, we'll pack the envelopes for them, we'll pack it to seed that meet their needs and requirements while we're packing them for our variety trial plots, and then we'll provide them to the PIs as needed so that they can run their experiments and trials.
And these are on plot size sample fields here and in several locations around the state.
So we have 8 locations around the state for the variety trials, but the different PIs will have their trials maybe in the same location or elsewhere. Some of the work that I collaborate on with Dr. Roberts, they use the same field that my variety trials are in, but we just plant other varieties along them to be used as checks.
Okay.
So since we talked last time, we've purchased another seed counter, and then on both of our seed counters now we have them up to date with barcode readers. So the way our program works is when we bring a bag in, we've really eliminated the human error. So anytime I receive a seed shipment, our team members will put a barcode on it, and that's the only time that a human eye has to verify what that variety is. From there on out, everything is automated. So we'll bring team member will put the label on it, and then during packing season, we can take a barcode reader, scan that bag, and it will print out every envelope for that variety across all 8 locations. And then we've also moved to a scan-to-check system, so that as we put the varieties in order in the box, we scan them twice to verify that they're in the correct spot. We can also, on our seed envelopes, we can put in the amount of seed that goes into that location, because we have different seeding rates for different locations, and the machine can scan a second barcode on the envelope that'll tell it how many seeds to pack into that packet.
Oh, that's cool. So you're eliminating human error, and that's obviously got to be more efficient as well.
Yes, we've increased efficiencies and eliminated human error, because that's really the key in variety trial, is the right seeds in the right envelope and it gets in the right plot.
So this is going to help with disease, some tolerance traits in varieties in terms of...
So Dr. Norsworthy's looking on the metrobuzin, and then Dr. Roberts is looking on the chloride.
Right.
But the variety testing program really serves as the foundation for, how's this variety going to yield? Because a lot of times when you're growing a crop, it's how's this variety going to perform on my soil?
Where I am.
And being throughout the state at different locations, that's the information we try to generate. This is how this variety, a non-biased third-party opinion, this is how this variety yields compared to the other varieties in the trials at this location, so that farmers can make those decisions on what they want to plant. And then, that really affects everything from, its disease resistance, its herbicide tolerance, and its yield potential. My program, or ACTVIP, is a part of the Arkansas Agricultural Experiment Station, the research arm of the University of Arkansas System Division of Agriculture. And what we do is generate the data, and I think it's a classic look at the handoff between research and extension. So we generate the data, and then that's handed off to Dr. Ross, who does the outreach and extension work and really gets it to the farmers during the soybean college and through his soybean update.
How many varieties are we talking?
We have 158 varieties this year.
That's a lot to manage. I mean, it's...
Right, that's why we're moving with the automation.
We're automated now.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thanks for listening to the Arkansas Soybean Promotion Board's Soybean Podcast. We hope you'll follow us on Twitter at Arkansas Soybeans, and even more resources at themiraclebean.com.